Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the Aussie, the JSE Top 40 today? So we're still using the Bill Williams theory for or Bill Williams strategy, should I rather say. And yeah, pretty much another nothing day as was expected yesterday. We've now had 3 nothing days in a row, so basically indecision, indecision. Okay, now there is the G20 summit happening at the moment, and yeah, there is a bit of political noise around that right now, but I can't really see that affecting the local market. But yeah, I suppose the US markets were a little bit indecisive yesterday as well, so it probably something brewing that we can't see. Anyway, um, 10 cent is up at the moment. What else? 10 cents up. The Rand 13.65, so that's slightly stronger. And Asia is all over the place. Yeah, the Hang Seng is up slightly, the Nikkei's down. The US futures are all flat. And let's just look for the DAX as well, because that will have some bearing on today. DAX futures is flat at the moment, and DAX was flat yesterday as well. Yeah, so most of the markets, well, pretty much all the markets, pretty much flat and going nowhere. So the key thing here is this is a range bar. Okay, so range bar is or a spinning top. So essentially a break be above the high of yesterday or the low of yesterday will pretty much give us the direction that we're going in. Okay, so let's just get down to some time frames we can trade today. Okay, nothing really on the 4 hour. You can see big up, big down, big up, big down. So pretty much indecisive of the last 2 days. I think the critical factor here is we are above the zero on the awesome oscillator here. Okay, so that does indicate that the trend may have changed, and we also are still above the alligator. Okay, so for now the trend is still up. If we come to the 1 hour, yesterday I said to you, now I've left the trend line from yesterday. I said to you, if you're looking to trade this, probably a half decent trade would be off this trend line or sort of on top of these pin bars here, these previous swing lows. And you can see it didn't quite get there. It's left this gap open. So a lot of things could happen at the moment, and I think the critical thing here is we broke through the alligator. We also broke below the low of the previous day, which is here. Okay, came back and we've tested that break. So in other words, we've tested the break of the alligator, and the alligator has not quite changed direction. In other words, we would want green, red, blue pointing down like that to indicate that we've changed. At this stage, we are just all over the place. Okay, so what that basically means, considering we've broken this fractal below the red line of the alligator, so the red line, remember, is our teeth, so that is a valid, this here would have triggered a valid short. Okay, a valid short with a stop up here. But remember, I'm not really interested in that because of the fact that would be a 760 point stop loss, which I'm not really interested in stressing myself out over that. Okay, so we have bounced off the bottom of this trend line. So for me, I think what we need to look at here is a break below this fractal level here, and a stop right now is going to be above this fractal here. Okay, that's still sizable. Still 500 point stop loss. Okay, and the other thing to bear in mind is if I do that, you see we're in a channel. we come back to a higher time frame, you'll see what I mean. So we are in a bullish channel. Okay, it's not exact, but this thing is so volatile at the moment. I think you get the picture. Okay, again, opening range. In other words, meaning the first hour of trade or first half hour of trading, break above it, we're going up, failed. Okay, and then we broke the downside, which hit the target. The closing range, the last hour of the previous day's trading, we broke up, it failed, and then we broke to the downside. So right now, those strategies are not going to be generating much revenue all over the place. And I think the other thing here is on the half hour, you can see how we have broken through the alligator and we have tested the break of the alligator here. Now, there would be people that are trading based on a break below this pin bar. So break below this pin bar, short with a stop up here. Okay, so there's very well some traders that have got into this trade anticipating a break of this trend line. Okay, another thing that you would see some traders be looking at this is a head and shoulders. I don't do look at head and shoulders as a slanting neckline. I look for a straight neckline. So yeah, for me right now, I think it's pretty much indecisive. So that basically means I stay out of this. Okay, if we do break below this fractal, that's going to break the trend line or the channel, and that may put me in a position where I'm looking for shorts. Okay, now if we just use the 12-minute for this, okay, this is not the fractal. Okay, that is the fractal there. Why is this not a fractal? Because we need another bar with a higher close to validate this fractal. Or a higher open, should I say. So we have an open there, and then on another bar here, it closes. If the bar closes below or just below this level here, it's not a valid fractal. So remember what a fractal is. We're looking for a low, and then a higher low, higher low, higher low. That doesn't count, but that bar counts, higher low. So in a V, we're looking for pretty much two bars on either side that are higher than the previous bar. And on the downside, we're looking low, 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 low. Okay, so fractals for me right now, that is the fractal that is broken. So that should trigger a short with a stop up here. And I just want to, so that's an acceptable trade. That's 324 pips stop loss. Okay, so the other thing is that this break was below the alligator. So I think that's pretty much the level to watch, and you can actually just adjust it to there. Those are your two levels to watch. So you want to see what happens with 45,667 to the downside and 46,010 to the upside. Okay, just bear in mind that we do have this diagonal trend line, and it seems to be from this area here, it seems to be attracting buyers. Okay, so you could very well have a sort of a fake out off this trend line and back the top. Okay, from an oscillator perspective, nothing really on the 12-minute, nothing really on the half hour, except for the fact that this here, this pin bar, no, this one here, is a wise man number one. Okay, if you're not sure what wise man number one is, just Google my channel, you'll see I have a full video on that. But this is wise man number one signal from Bill Williams' perspective, and our second signal, that was the first one, and our second signal to go long is a break above this fractional level here. Okay, so this here should have actually been, if you're trading wise man, there is your entry, 45,756, and your stop is over there. Okay, now the problem with this is, just get a proper level here. So that is a range bar. You can see we've had a break to the upside, and you can see that target was pretty much hit. Okay, so the height of that range bar is where it rallied to, and then the seller stepped in. Okay, so anyway, this is barbed wire, and the last thing I want to point out here, which is as follows. There we have. Oh, come on, Dylan. Keep selecting the wrong line. Okay, so we have the megaphone formation here. We've had a strong move down. We've created a new low. So for me, a real scenario is pretty much that. Okay, so in other words, a break below this trend line is going to bring this low into play, but look how it lines up with the inside bar here. Okay, so this inside tail, that's my level, because there is no other inside tail. This is not an inside tail, this is just a swing low. The inside tail here is there. Okay, so that's the level. That's the first level, but this is a measured move, so I would expect a move to the downside if we break this to this area, a bounce, then a second attempt to the move, more than likely break through and come and pick up this level. Okay, and you can see how that also lines up with this swing high here. Okay, so that's kind of my view of the land at the moment, but at the moment this is barbed wire. In other words, a lot of indecision, lots of tails up, lots of tails down. Okay, so yeah, so I think for the Aussie, I'm not really going to be worried about this today. Just let things play out, and I'll pick this up on Monday. But if you are going to trade this, keep your stops. Just watch this. I mean, right now the bias is to the downside, so a break of on the half hour, a break of this fractal here, this one there, will pretty much break the trend line, which would give you a measured move as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that would mean you have a 400, which is still too high for me, 460 point stop loss at your risk, and you're looking for target one of only 200 points, 270 points, and then 400 points. So it's almost it could be a one-to-one trade. It's nothing that excites me at the moment. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view for the Aussie today. Looking like I will be sitting on my hands. Anyway guys, I hope it helps, and I will catch you next week. Cheers for now.